Yeah.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the 80-60 Rule. Mark, and I'm 60.
Hello, everyone. I'm Greg, and I'm 81 actually. How are you all doing?
Nice to see you, Greg. 81 actually. So what's going on? You got a Philly shirt on again?
Yeah.
All right. You change your laundry. You change your shirts occasionally, don't you? Or you just have a lot
I
of?
got a lot of shirts.
All right, cool. All right, what's on your mind? What's going on?
Let's talk about Russia, Mark. Huh?
All right, Russia.
How about Russia, huh? What a conversation we had, right? What not a conversation, but what 3 days of
what a couple of days. It was like a mini series. It had a beginning.
I never heard of the Wagner Group.
Right.
I thought that was an investment firm for a minute.
I know. That threw me off the first day of reporting. I had to Google it. I was like, okay, who's who, what's going on? Yeah.
He's it's been something, a paramilitary group, and I think I'm thinking what the right words to say. I'm thinking like Putin is not. This is not good at all for Putin.
Well, let me. I agree, but I read somebody, and granted, it was on Twitter, so there's absolutely no degree of whatever, but it sounded pretty interesting when I read it. It was pure speculation. It was, what if this Wagner Group, with the guy, the big bald guy that I can't pronounce.
Yeah.
What if him and Putin working together on this? And hear me out here. So is it like 200,000 members in his little militia or whatever? His little.
I don't know.
It's upwards of 100,000 that
Right.
he's got. Mercenaries, I guess is what you call them. They relocated to Belarus, right?
Yeah.
What if that guy and Putin were working together? So now look at that. In 2 days, 3 days, they just moved 170,000 people, I think it is, troops into Belarus under the guise of they're getting away from Putin. And when I read that, I went like, oh, yeah, because now they could take over another country, Belarus. Then they got Belarus and Russia going right in on Ukraine. I read that.
Your comments are well surrounded. I would think that the analysts in the State Department, etc., are thinking that's one of the scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
You got everything's on the table.
Right. People smarter than
nothing's off the table.
Yeah, CIA and everything. They're already thinking about every little sort of thing like that. Right.
I always think of people that are thinking 3 months in advance, and you think you're smart. They're thinking a year in advance.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on tomorrow, but some people, that whole, business is thinking a year or 2 or 3.
Yeah, exactly. Is that tea there, by the way? Tea?
Iced tea, summer iced tea.
So it's just like, what is interesting to me, I know somebody who I know her. Her mother comes back and forth from Ukraine.
Oh.
With no problems at all. Isn't that something?
Oh, interesting.
There's a war going on. She's here to babysit, and then she leaves to go back home to her house.
Wow, isn't that interesting?
Yeah, isn't that something?
Yeah.
And the mother, according to the daughter, no fear.
She must live west.
Huh?
She must live west.
I don't know.
Yeah, she must live west. So by Poland,
Well, to me, everything would be on the table if I were.
Oh yeah.
So I just thought this was the Wagner Group. I never heard of it before.
Right.
So okay, let's go to my buddy here. Not my buddy, and just my Santos George. Ever heard of Santos George?
I've never heard of Santos George. No,
Santos George could be George Santos. You
that's
never know.
right. We don't know. You're right.
Right. He might forget, and then it's interesting. He might forget. I was talking to a person the other day, and we were talking about, and I described a guy that I know, and she knows him well. She says, "No, I don't know him." I said, "Come on, you know." And she says, "I'm losing it." I says, the only time you got to worry when you're losing it, if you don't know your own name. You know, we all forget things, right?
Right.
Periodically, right?
Right. Right.
Like, oh, what's his name again? Oh my gosh, what's his name again? And I
Right.
had sometimes like the other day, I didn't know what's her name, and as I started to dial the phone, that's when I got her name, remembered her name. So
Oh, okay. I like the fact that you said dial the phone.
yeah,
You weren't dialing the phone.
yeah. It was like I'm used to that, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
There was a great SNL sketch this past year of old people, I'll say, anywhere between 60 and 81, just calling Alexa by the wrong name, just over and over and over. And it was the old version of Alexa where it would answer to anything close. So Aretha,
yeah.
Adele.
Well, Alexa a couple of weeks ago said, "Be nice, Gregory." I don't know what I said. I don't have no idea. No, you never know. But then they get to George Santos. What happened? His father and Nan bailed him out, $500,000, and he fought it because he didn't want his father, and his aunt to be named because he felt like he would be harassed. Fine, harass them. I don't feel sorry for this guy at all.
No.
At all.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I don't buy it that it was his father and his aunt. I think that's the two names they came up with to because they didn't have that kind of money. There's been some investigative reports saying they didn't have that kind of money. So I think it was the real payee said, "Look, you're not, I can't. You got to go come up with somebody else. You're that is not coming out that it came from me." And they said, "Okay, who are your relatives? Well, who can keep a story straight? That one and that one, your father and your aunt. That's who it came from. That's what we're going public with." So, and they did
why that person would do that?
because it's probably the RNC to keep the majority.
Yeah, could be. Well, I just thought we discussed that. Interesting there. Okay.
Right. I think I'm onto something with that one.
What else do we have here? This is interesting, Mark. I think the median age is at a record high now. The median age in 2022 was the United States was 38.9.
So almost 39 years.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, yeah. Okay.
It was 35, and 1980 was 30. And what's the saying?
See, I'm bad at math problems. So this means, what does this mean? This means that we're living longer,
but not having children and all.
Right. Right.
While many 30 feel still young, the ages are usually high median for the country. The new data shows evidence that, like many European and Asian nations, the United States is graying, posting challenges for the workforce, the economy, and social programs. Fewer kids are being born.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Birth rates fell in the first year or so the coronavirus pandemic. Since then, they have picked up. Among the states, Maine is the oldest, 44.8. New Hampshire second, 43.3.
What's the youngest?
Let me see. Utah 31.9, District of Columbia 34.8, Texas and 35 are the youngest according to the Census Bureau.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Interesting. Isn't that
Yeah.
something? Is like saying that? And then in sports, there's a statistic about anything at any time. It's like,
Oh,
my God.
absolutely, absolutely. With the capability of code on our computers, they could figure out anything.
Then I start to say, why do I need to know that statistic? No.
Well, yeah, we've gone back and forth on baseball, where I love the statistics, but I don't like when they start creating their own sort of like baseline, where they'll say, on days beginning with the letter T, when the wind is blowing 30 miles an hour or less, this guy hits 3 singles. It's like,
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. All right. Couple things here. This is just my comments here. A congressman a couple months ago or a month ago said, replying to something, he says, an eye for an eye. This is a United States congressman from Arizona. I don't want to give his name. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve to be even on YouTube
You
here.
can give his name. Everybody knows he's an idiot.
Yeah, okay.
Apparently, except his district, though.
But he would say I got my name in there. I got on an 80-60-year-old.
Oh yeah, right.
I don't want to give him that satisfaction.
Right, exactly. Let's not say it.
Yeah, and to say an eye for an eye, he's a United States congressman. The shameful.
What was he referring to?
I forget something that I went to look at it. Something that was about the Trump documents, something like that, and then he said eye for an eye. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then
All
the other
right.
thing is
Okay.
the woman from Colorado, the female from Colorado, Congresswoman, and Marjorie Taylor Greene went at it, calling each other different names in the Congress, and then this
The B word.
Yeah, the B word, and this is who they are. I don't know. It's not like I guess I'm showing my age. It wasn't like there with Tip O'Neill.
Right.
Ronald
No, you're
Reagan.
not showing your age. You're showing your reverence for the floor of Congress.
Yeah.
Or respect, not reverence, respect.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
where's Kevin McCarthy, who's got a hell of a job to do, to come down on something like that, to say that's out of bounds.
Well, he's the puppet. They're the puppeteer.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You got to be the puppet in order to survive if he wants to stay.
Well, and they're the puppet of Trump.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of puppet levels going on.
Yeah. Let's get some sports before we get. All right.
All right.
A big NASCAR this week.
Hey,
July
wait,
1st.
that guy's name that you weren't going to say? But you said Marjorie Taylor Greene. Why'd you say hers, but you didn't?
Because it was, I could pronounce it better.
All right, fair enough. Go ahead.
Try to pronounce it.
All right.
And he's more like evil. Like, I don't want to say evil, but just to look at him, I don't like him.
Okay. All right.
All right. July 1st
Sports.
and 2nd, NASCAR. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited for the city.
You're talking about it's coming to the city of Chicago.
Yes, exactly.
Right, down on the lakefront there, by Buckingham Fountain.
Yeah. I hope it's on TV so the viewers can watch
it'll
it.
be on TV. Something's got to pay for it.
Yeah.
So it'll be on TV. I can't. Well, I don't know who it's going to be. It might be. I don't know.
And
I'm trying to think. It's CBS.
Baseball went to yours, especially your team, the Cubs, and I like the Cubs also. They played in London this weekend.
Yeah, with the St. Louis Cardinals.
St. Louis Cardinals Saturday and a Sunday. They split it. Other countries are looking at it. The NMLB said that it could go to Italy, could go to Paris, Could go to Germany. Could go
Yeah,
to
I think it's already booked. I think it's
Yeah,
already
yeah.
booked. And
It's gonna
then,
be
and then also to the Far East, either
Yeah.
Japan or South Korea.
yeah.
Over there. Yeah, it was really cool. I watched both games. They had over, I think, like a attendance of like over 120,000 for the two games. It's awesome. And the Phillies are in town to play the Cubs, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We better win
Who's we?
the Phillies.
Okay.
We better win
All right.
because I don't
Yeah.
want to hear from you that we lost.
Right. Right. All right.
I'm
Well,
not-
thank you, everybody. We should wrap this up. Okay,
I
Greg?
wouldn't boo Santa Claus though. I got to tell you, I wouldn't boo Santa Claus.
You would not boo Santa Claus,
Yeah.
but you would boo the Phillies.
I might boo Santa Claus if Santa Claus was holding a Dallas Cowboys
Yeah. Okay.
shirt for a
Right.
banner.
Then you'd boo him. Okay.
That's what's good about it. I would boo him.
Hey, real quick, you heard about Carson Wentz was in the news, right?
No.
He's taken a lot of heat. He posted a photo. He went bear hunting and he shot a big black bear,
Yeah.
and which I hate. That this is still a thing. And he posted a picture on it, and he's taken a lot of grief. So one
Well-
more thing, because I know you're such a big Carson Wentz fan.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let him go back to North Dakota.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening. Take care, gang. All right.